Chef,
Yes.
welcome to White Days. Right, first off the bat, you've got to choose a name for yourself to rap under. Why Chef? Where does that come from?
Guess just back in the day, I mean, and even now, I'm still appointed as the one who just cooks for friends, cooks for family. And my first studio when I was recording myself, back in 2017 when I first started, was it was in a studio apartment, so kitchen, living room, all in the same room, recording studio, all in there. So I was literally cooking food while cooking up beats and cooking up tracks. So it kind of all came into one.
What's your signature dish then? Tell me.
My signature dish. I make a great. It's like a lentil dal fritter. So it's kind of like my own recipe. So it is like a lentil dal, but then you blast freeze it and then reshape it, and then you fry them off into nice little fritters. So they're really tasty.
Man, after this interview, you're telling me how I make that. That sounds delicious.
Sorry.
That's great. So you're based in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
What's the scene like in Aberdeen? Because I wouldn't imagine a lot of people put hip hop and Aberdeen together in the same sentence that often.
Yeah. The scene in Aberdeen, it's there, it's a creative, Aberdeen is a creative hub for all types of art. I mean, when it comes to vocalists, instrumentalists, and even gigs, there's a lot that happens there. Because it's not in the central belt, maybe it doesn't get as much attention, but some of the greatest artists that Scotland has seen have came from Aberdeen. So Emily Sandé, etc. is one to name. She's a big inspiration for me. Mm-hmm. So we've got so much talent, and it's just it's a great place for us to just focus on ourselves and to collaborate with each other. So yeah, Aberdeen's great.
Do you think there's something good about being away from perhaps the central belt and being a long way away from Manchester and London and so on? Do you think that isolation in a way helps focus the artistic mind?
I think being separate from kind of that whole central belt and obviously the largest cities, London, Manchester, it really does help focus your mind, and it makes you really get used to the process of working with what you've got. So you're not always seeking something else. You just have to use what's there, use the people that's there, and that's something which is very valuable for young artists and upcoming artists.
And who do you collaborate with locally in Aberdeen? There must be beat makers and producers and other rappers, I would imagine, that you work with as well.
Yeah, up in Aberdeen, I've got, my producer's from Aberdeen, Louis Sevright. He's based now in Glasgow at this point. My sound engineer, PJ, he's up in Aberdeen. And there's heaps of singers like IIT, Aisha Russell. I've got other male vocalists who are singers and rappers, True Nature, Nath K. And there's so many other different producers as well, Ian Roberts as well. I could name for days all of them, but I love to stay in touch with everybody in Aberdeen and try and contact them and see what they're up to, even if our music isn't together. I just think it's great to create a scene and a hub of people that actually care about each other.
Yeah, a bit of a collective by the sounds of things. Yeah.
Exactly.
And what about hip hop in Scotland in general? Because you're performing at Y Days alongside Bems. You guys are friends, pals, you collaborate as well.
Yeah.
What's the general scene like in Scotland?
The general scene right now, it's been building for a long time now, and now it's come to the point where people like myself and Bems are kind of really seeing the kind of fruits of the other people's labour and our own labour as well. That has been, a lot of people have put a lot of work in to kind of break down some doors for us, and and we're kind of trying to pass that on and really break down doors for other people. So at this point, it's just really about people like myself and Bems capitalizing on the great opportunities that are there and showing that it's more than just the opportunity in the moment. They all have a knock-on effect, and they can inspire people outside of our realm of music as well.
Yeah, and what about the artists that kind of inspired you to pick up the mic and start writing rhymes and so on? Who made you feel, I can do this?
Well, me being from Aberdeen, there's no better example than Ransom. Ransom FA, I know him very well. He featured on my debut EP as well. So seeing artists like that came from literally the same streets as you, went to the same areas and know the same people, and them going onto national platforms, it shows that it's very doable, especially in an art form such as rap, where it's all about competition as well. It's always about being the best. So each artist knowing they're the best, seeing somebody else do it, you just want to exceed that and, you know, jump ahead and like put your own stamp on the genre.
Have you ever had to battle with Ransom in a sort of competition or anything?
I don't think we've battled, no, but there's been times when if you get us into a room and you put beats on, we'll be going for hours, just back and forth. Everyone will just be rapping, and it's only until the speakers die that thing stops. So it's a great energy.
Well, he's an entrepreneur as well. He does stuff outside of just making music. And is that something that you want to pursue?
Yeah, that's something that I've always done with myself. I'm very much known as someone who does multiple different things. I've got my strategy and consultancy company, so I work with artists on artist development, and I work with media houses as well. Alongside with that, there's a charity that I direct based out in Senegal that we're expanding across the globe right now. And I also try and push a lot into creative direction with a lot of upcoming artists as well. I think it's essential for any, especially upcoming artists, when your specific place within the music industry hasn't been solidified yet, for them to try many different things. You know, if you can produce or if you can play an instrument, or some people do set design for videos, you know, be creative and use your talents to help the whole industry and not just one part of it.
Yeah, and collaborate and get friends who do different, you know, have different kinds of skills to do different things.
Exactly.
As part of a massive project. It's a good idea. What do you hope to achieve, and what are you looking forward to at Y Days, the conference?
At Y Days, I hope to achieve, well, like I said, rap is a genre which is based around, you know, being the best in competition and believing in yourself. So I hope to achieve the title as being the most impressive and the best artist on the Y Days list that there is. And
I bet Bems is going to have a word with you about
me
that.
and Bems are always in each other's ears about this. Like, we have probably the healthiest competition that there is I've seen within Scottish rap. Like, we are head to head with everything. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how we can match up against each other. But yeah, I'm here to be the best and to show my best. I'm put my best foot forward. And yeah, I'm just really excited for being able to work and collaborate with not just the artists, but the industry professionals, the people behind the scenes, even the sound techs, and just everything from top to bottom. To be part of like a very well produced showcase is something that not many artists get to do. So even having that is going to be great.
And are you looking to hook up with a specific part of the industry, a live agent or a manager, or?
I think I'm looking to link up with every single part of the industry. A lot of the stuff I do is all done by myself. I do my own admin, my own applications. I do treatments and storyboards for my own like music videos and set up my own photo shoots. So it would be good to see other people's meet other people whose their full-time role is doing those types of things, and you know, learn more insight into like how I can improve my processes. So I'm looking to cover the whole board.
Okay, and what about your showcase? Are you going to be doing tunes that are out there now, or are they going to be a whole set of new tracks that you're working on?
I think for my showcase, I'm going to do some fan favourites that are there, some very popular songs I already have, and I'm definitely going to be bringing out some new music, some stuff that I'll be performing throughout the rest of the year as well, and hopefully, you know, give people something to look forward to.
Yeah, and do you have like a full year ahead planned out? Live gigs, releases, festivals, any of that going on?
Yeah, we've got live gigs in every single city, Aberdeen, Edinburgh, Glasgow. They're coming just as time goes on, but we've got a really big festival, the Otherlands Festival, August 20th, so that's run by Fly. So that'll be an amazing place. I think there's about 15,000 people at that one, so that'll be the first festival I've done, so I'm really excited for that one. I'll have so many singles coming up, so many collaborations with electronic DJs, folk singers, R&B singers, and yeah, it's going to be a very exciting year.
That sounds absolutely fascinating. I like the fact that you're diversifying and going off in different directions as well. You're normally, I mean, you're looking great now, but you're normally super dapper as well. You quite often, in fact, the only times I've ever met you, you've had a three-piece suit on. What's that about then? Is that just a personal thing, like to look sharp?
Well, the suit is just a part of who I am, you know, as well as being a rap artist, which I mean, rap as an art form originates within the streets, within underground culture, and I definitely show that throughout my style that I'm wearing right now, but the suit also kind of shows the suave, the cheeky, chappy nature I have in me. You know, I like nice things. Everyone likes nice things in the end, so you know, I like showing that side of myself, and you know, the suit kind of brings that across, and it also brings across my businessman nature, I guess, my entrepreneur.
Well, you are suave when you're in a three-piece, and you're looking suave now as well.
Thank you very much.
One final question, Chef. Tell me, what is the widest thing you've ever done?
The widest thing, I guess my producer will probably agree with this, is when, if I'm ever in Glasgow and I have an idea for a beat, I'll be knocking on his door and waking him up at about 5 a.m. and he normally is mixing until about 2 a.m. anyway, so he's normally raging when I wake him up that early. So
you're just getting your producer out of bed at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
To go, let's work on something.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Brilliant. Well, have a great time at Wide Days. Thank you for chatting to me.
Thank you.